Erin dropped her head onto the steering wheel and closed her eyes as she summoned the energy to get out of the car. She hated this place. Gran hated this place. It wasn't that the nursing home was terrible. In fact, as far as nursing homes went, it was rather nice. The grounds were immaculate, the staff were friendly, and the rooms were clean and modern. She didn't hate it, just what it represented. She'd been coming here for the last week, and each day was worse than the one before. Her grandmother, Erin Macalister, had always been such a proud, independent woman. It was hard to watch her now, trapped inside a withering body, slowly losing her memory. Up until recently, her gran at 92 had still been doing her own housework, until Erin finally convinced her to get some help and arranged for a local lady to come and clean her house once a week. However, a nasty fall had sent Gran into hospital, and then to the nursing home for medical treatment. If that hadn't been enough to deal with, the doctors had diagnosed Gran's occasional bout of forgetfulness as rapidly progressive dementia. Now she was confined to a bed, and forgetting everyone and everything around her a little more each day. A week ago, the nursing home had called to inform Erin that Gran had suffered a fall and that they hadn't been able to reach Erin's mother. Erin had dropped everything in Sydney and headed up to Tuandock, relieved she'd arranged to be listed as an emergency contact given her mother's habit of disappearing without letting anyone know. Erin's mother, Irene, or Serenity as she now preferred to be called, owned a private health retreat in far northern New South Wales. She was also the benefactor of a foundation to protect orangutans in Borneo and Sumatra, and she went off overseas at the drop of a hat, rarely informing Erin when she was leaving. Erin often only found out her mother was away if she happened to ring her from some remote corner of the world. And this time, despite having tried all week, Erin had so far failed to locate her. Erin gathered the photo album from the passenger seat and locked the car. Visits were getting harder. While her grandmother had seemed her same old self when Erin had first arrived, she'd been rapidly deteriorating ever since, sinking into a deep depression. She wanted to go home to her beloved farm and the house she'd lived in for the last 65 years. Erin could understand Gran's love of the old house at Tallowood. The low-set, sprawling weatherboard, surrounded by verandas on all sides, was in need of a new coat of paint, but it still looked as neat and tidy as the day her grandfather had built it. Gran always took great pride in the gardens, and the yard was chock full of old-fashioned plants not often found in modern gardens. Tall, brightly coloured sweet peas and snapdragons, hydrangeas with their bright blue and purple clusters of flowers, and Gran's favourite, roses, every colour and scent under the sun. Tallowood was where Gran needed to be. Erin had spoken to the doctor about getting her released, happy to take care of her for as long as she needed to, but the doctor explained that her grandmother's hip was too badly broken and she would require high-level care for quite some time, so going home wasn't an option for now.